We're also proud of our record of making what are careful, principled choices reflecting the values of Canadians, whether it's economic and financial security or creating and protecting jobs, but also keeping Canada and Canadians safe in a dangerous and uncertain world. ISIL's campaign of what is unspeakable atrocities, whether it's beheadings or rape or slavery on the most innocent of people, including women and children. ISIL uses calculated, far-reaching violence and the threat of it to achieve their ends. And make no mistake, ISIL's ends are the annihilation of anyone who dares to be different from them, of everyone who does not share their narrow and oppressive worldview. This jihadi terrorism, as it's evolving, is one of the most dangerous enemies our world has ever faced. And if heaven forbid we actually lose this war, we will lose the freedoms that Canadians have fought for over 150 years, and that Western civilization has fought for centuries. We don't believe that the Canadian government should ever sit on the sidelines. We didn't in Afghanistan and we won't in Iraq, while our allies are actually acting to deny these terrorists a safe haven from which to plot violence against us. But this threat, of course, as you know, is not just coming from parts of Asia or Africa where they are finding shelter in failed states and ungoverned territories. Under this influence, we have seen attacks and plots recently in Australia, France, Belgium, and of course right here in Canada. We saw most brutally that Canada is not immune to the threats of terrorism when innocent Canadians were murdered in Saint-Jean-Richelieu and Ottawa. And this violent jihadism isn't just a danger somewhere else. The reality is that Canada has been attacked twice now on our own soil. The highest responsibility of any government is the safety and security of our country and our citizens. And that's why we won't allow Canadians to live in fear of going to West Edmonton Mall, or allow our own citizens to travel abroad for terrorist purposes, to actually fight our own soldiers and our own allies. And I just want to share with you two things that we have done to prevent these from happening. We've made important changes to the Citizenship Act to prevent and revoke citizenship, revoke passports for those who are convicted of terrorist offenses or trying to leave Canada to join ISIS. And recently, in line with measures that our allies have already taken, you've probably heard we've introduced a new piece of legislation called the Anti-Terrorism Act. This legislation is going to provide our security and law enforcement agencies with the tools that they need to effectively detect and disrupt national security threats before they happen.